can't drive them as much. Same as go for the Benz. You can't. Well, you don't want to drive it as much
Mhm.
because you don't want to put a whole lot of miles on. But I like both of them, but I just don't know which route to go. And I know technically I already have the Monte Carlo. It's in my possession. It's mine. But it's like I want that Benz, you know. And on top of bills, me having a sneaker problem, um, bills again, and other stuff that comes up, it's like I never have enough time or money to just do
Okay.
one.
So how well do you save, Stephon?
Not well.
Not well. So what are some things that you think you could possibly cut back to get something to save up for something that you want? I know you said you got bills. Do you have a family?
Yeah,
Kids?
yeah.
How many?
Two,
Two kids. Okay, what are their ages?
7 and 2.
7 and 2. Okay, so you have a 7 and 2 year old. I mean, it comes with that. You have other responsibilities as far as maybe daycare, clothes. I don't know if the child's potty trained or not, but you know it's expensive to raise a child.
Yeah.
So that's something that just can't be cut back at all.
No.
So you also said you have a sneaker habit. Like you, what do you mean by that? Do you collect shoes? Do you buy new shoes? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of collect shoes, sell them sometimes. I'm not gonna say all the times, but like, yeah, I would say I'm a sneaker collector.
So what? So when it comes to when you buy some and you sell some, how much is not trying to get in your business or anything, but how much is your profit? Are you really profiting anything, or is it just
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no.
okay? So would you put your sneakers in a category with your cars?
Yes.
Okay. So how would you kind of cut back from your sneakers to benefit your cars?
I don't know. It's kind
Right.
of hard.
Okay.
I think it's possible I'm here.
Yeah. Probably. Okay. Okay. We can definitely get through this. So what about okay, you have bills, you have kids, you not have you ever thought about just saving like maybe $5 out of each check? I don't know how often you get paid, I don't know how much you get paid, but like starting small $5 each check.
No, I ain't really thought about it because usually when I get my check, is pay this bill, pay that bill, pay this bill, pay this bill, and all right, what new sneakers out?
So it seems to me you're taking care of your responsibilities. That's awesome. That's awesome. I commend you for that. Before you go spend money on things that you enjoy, so I really commend you on that. That's really good. So have you ever thought about like starting? What about starting your own business with something related to your cars or related to your shoes to kind of generate more profit, so you can get to doing more of what you love?
Well, I would say ever since I completed my first two old schools, I kind of got on the lazy side.
Mhm.
I used to work on cars, and like my hours with my job they're longer, and I have two kids, so I really don't have a whole lot of time to go out there
Yeah.
and work on cars like I used to.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Then I coach basketball on the weekends
Oh wow.
sometimes, so
That's amazing.
like I have a full schedule.
Yeah, definitely. So okay, so since you have a full schedule, too much time, that you don't have enough time to work on your cars. Right now, money is kind of tight.
Yeah.
Um, by choice, not necessarily by force. Have you ever just thought about just going to a car that's already done, so once you pay for it, everything's complete?
Well, it's hard to find old schools like that, you know. And then most cars like that that's already mostly complete, you still wind up paying about 6, 7 thousand for
Yeah,
them,
yeah. So it's kind of
or
like a used
five,
car.
6, 7 thousand for them. So it's like, okay, do I spend 7 thousand for a car already fixed up, or do I put that 7 thousand in the Benz?
Okay, okay. Definitely understand that. So, what did your family feel? How did your family feel about you collecting cars and collecting shoes? What's their perspective?
I think in the beginning they was cool with it, but I think as I got into it more, I started wanting more,
Mhm.
and they're starting to probably see it as a problem.
Okay. Okay. So tell me something, Stefan. Now, when you get paid on Friday, what will you do after you pay your bills and take care of your responsibilities? What's the next thing you'll do?
Look to see what's the hottest Jordan come out.
And go get it.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about just missing a release by any chance?
Well, I miss some releases sometimes, but only reason I miss them is because maybe they hadn't called my raffle ticket out,
Okay.
or I'm not able to get it.
So it's not necessarily by choice. It's like by
Yeah.
force that you don't get it.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, Stefan, how about we just like go through all the shoes that you have and kind of like once you start like prioritizing your shoes. What means the most to you? What you like the most? And then from the ones that started off at the bottom, you ever thought maybe like cleaning them up and possibly selling to for fun for your car funds?
Yeah, I do that sometimes. Like, yeah, sometimes I go through my boxes, see which ones like I want the most, and
Mm-hmm.
which ones I don't. And I might hit a sneaker convention here and there, but most of the times with me, the sneakers that I don't want, nobody else is gonna want them
Really,
either.
really.
And
Okay.
like the ones that I want to keep, they're the hottest ones. Even though I know they'll generate me the most money, I don't want to sell them because probably the chances are I won't get them again.
Okay. So I mean, sometimes we kind of have to give up things to get certain things that we want.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying to sell your shoes, but I mean, there's other things that you really might have to start looking into to kind of sacrifice to get to this next step, which is
Yeah, I've been thinking about selling my first Monte Carlo, but like I said, it's my first car.
okay.
That's the first one I
Yeah.
actually completed, and like I worked on that car myself. Like everything I did on that car was me. Like
Mhm.
hard nights, putting the motor in, I did it all myself,
Wow.
and adjusting this, adjusting that, adjusting this. I went through so many problems with that car that it's like it's hard to sell. And the other one I have complete is like that one will probably generate some money, but in a couple of years that car is probably gonna be a collectible item because you really don't find too many Monte Carlos with the T tops on them anymore. Like, you can get anybody can get a Monte Carlo, but it's like the T tops is hard to come across.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
so that's why I kind of been thinking about selling my first car, but it's like it's so much tied up with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so again, like going back to what we just discussed, it just seems like that you really put your cars and your shoes on a high pedestal. They mean a lot to you. It's hard to get rid of something that you can really that means a lot to you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I mean, I'm reminded of my first car too. That was a car that I paid for in cash on my own. So just as you, I worked hard on it. So it's kind of hard to get rid of something that means a lot to you, or even if it doesn't mean a lot to you, use a lot of your money and time into it. So it's like it just holds that value, like this is mine.
Yeah,
So
like I love it. Like,
yeah,
quote me on this. Don't tell my wife, but my sneakers in my car, they're top of the line.
really,
Yeah,
really.
they're like.
I'm sure
I know
she
it's bad to
understands.
say, but it's like they're top of the line.
Yeah.
Like, they're up there.
Okay.
She's in the middle.
Sometimes does she kind of go up sometime every now and then, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
certain circumstances.
Okay. Definitely understand that. I definitely understand. So, Stefan, what I want you to do for the next session, I'm thinking, how about we bring pictures in of your cars and your shoes. So sometimes you can kind of relate things. So it's easier when you have a visual, more of a visual learner. Not sure about you, but if you have bring pictures of your cars, and we can kind of prioritize based on what we can see instead of just saying I like this, I like this. We can lay it all out like a pyramid. I'll bring a board in, and we can kind of just go ahead and play around with it, and you can organize it as to your priorities. And from there, once we organize things, we can then go from there to kind of see what we can cut back on when it comes to the cars, or what we need to build on, or what we could get rid of, and what we can trade and swap. Because when you trade and swap, doesn't necessarily mean that you're selling it to get money back, but you might can trade something in, trade a part in, and get another part for your car that'd be more valuable to you than what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.